Out and about in Gwendolyn. Hello again, everybody. Well, Gwendolyn and I are out and about again, and this time we're on our way for a big adventure up to the Outer Hebrides, where we're going to have 5 ferry runs and lots of island hopping. And our first night we're stopping in the car park of the Horns Inn at Slitting Mills. There's a nice looking pub, and at the moment we're parked over there in their car park. And this time we have a full crew. We have Mandy over there. Hello, Mandy.
Hello.
We have Tilly down here. Where are you, Tilly? There you are, Tilly, with your jumbo stick. We have Luna over there. Say hello, Luna. And of course we have Monty. Monty.
Hello everyone.
And for this trip, or this adventure, Mandy's made a complete itinerary. It's all written out, all the places we're going to stop, the ferries we're going to catch, and the distances. There's our boat. Oh, that's the ferry bookings.
No, ferry bookings.
Oh, there's the boat booking for our boat trip.
That's where we're staying for your birthday.
Right. Oh, my birthday, yes.
Yeah.
And the boat booking. So
it's all there.
It's all there, and today, although there's been a fair few hours of driving, and we've only done 123 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, 123.
Yeah, okay, well, 123 less to do tomorrow on our way to Cairn Lodge.
That's right.
So here we go for the meal, and we're allowed to take dogs into a special little place in there. And there's the special little place. The dog is here, is it?
Yeah, I just need to get a couple of sweetie.
This is where we're going to have our meal. Luna's got by the fire, but the fire's not on, Luna. The fire's not on. Tilly's thirsty.
Nice.
That's nice, isn't it? Well, certainly an interesting looking menu. Plenty of selection there. What is it you're having, Mandy?
It's linguine with harissa and onions, peppers and courgette.
I'm having belly pork. Well, we had a great meal, and now we're going to take a wander down this little path here, and apparently, according to Mandy, who came down here earlier, there's a fish pond. And here it is, it's here, look. Private car park for anglers only. Yeah, there's a heron there, look. See it? Have you caught anything, heron? No, good morning. It's 20 past 8, but we've been up all awake for about an hour, haven't we?
Yeah, something like that. I've been out for a walk with the dogs because Tilly woke me up.
She woke me up as well. 6 kilos walking all over me today. Anyway, Mandy slept well apparently. I didn't. I suffered from extreme indigestion, which cost me about 6 Rennie's tablets, and I was up and down to the loo having a pee.
Oh, that's nice.
Numerous times.
Right, I'm sure people want to hear that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
It's all part of life, isn't it? Eh?
Thank you for sharing that one.
Yeah, well, I'll share another one as well. But
no, best not.
No. Okay. Anyway, we're going to have breakfast in a minute, or in a little while, when we've had our first cup of tea.
Yeah, see, the girls have gone back to sleep again. There's Tilly.
Yeah.
Luna's down here, she can't be seen.
Coming up in her own little sleeping bag. Anyway, this is day 2 of the big adventure, and we're off up north towards, we'll head towards Glasgow, but we're going to stop at a place called Cairn Lodge. And that's where we're going to head for when we get on the road.
It's probably the best motorway service station I've ever stopped at. It's lovely
Yeah.
and clean, run by a nice family, and the food's prepared on site. It's none of the bought-in, pre-packed rubbish. It's all freshly cooked. It's nice. So
Okay.
we'll have something there for tonight, I suppose.
That's good. We stopped at the T-Bay northbound services, which, as you can see, is a very, very popular place for motorhomes and ordinary cars as well. And it has quite an interesting history. It was started by a farmer, Mr. Dunning. It was opened in 1972, and when the Department of Transport first interviewed Mr. Dunning because he wanted to put a bid in to get the contract, they said he was just a naive farmer. Well, he might have been a farmer, but he certainly wasn't naive, and he's created a brand name, Westmoreland, which owns this one, the one where we're going to go, Cairn Lodge, and another one at Gloucester. Wonderful places to stop. We're setting off from here now, and we have a change of driver.
My turn.
Hello.
I'm going to need you to give me a hand to look that way. I can't see.
Right, go now. What was that, Mandy? And that's 307 miles from where we live in the valleys of South Wales. Well, I just turned off the M74 and we're heading for our next stopover, night stopover, at Cairn Lodge.
Well, we've got to go at the back of the building anyway.
Right, okay.
So let's just get the best we can get.
Yep. And we're going to park down here somewhere.
I'm just going to go round and see.
Mandy knows where she wants to go.
I think I do.
Well, it's a good stopover place, and I've just been down on Muriel to go and pay for stopping for the night, £10 for the night, and I had to give my registration number, so I gave the number out, and the last three letters are RVV, and I said RVV, and she said, was that R Velcro? I laughed. Of course, those who know should be Victor, but I'm going to use Velcro from now on.
No, don't do that. No, I'll disown you if you do that. What has Charlie changed to? Chanel?
Probably, yeah. Well, these services were built in the 1990s by a couple, John and Elaine McInnes. And they sold up absolutely everything, including their family home, to do it. But then, a while later, I don't know exactly when, but they sold it to the people who own the T-Bay services. And I didn't know this, but they actually own another one near Gloucester. And they're a family-run organisation, Westmoreland, the trade name. And I was really surprised, as I think I said earlier on, how similar the layout was at T-Bay to the one here. So well, we're learning, but in a few minutes, or a little while anyway, I'm going to be popping off on Muriel again to go and get our dinner. You want fish and chips, I believe.
I think fish and chips and mushy peas would be lovely.
Fish and chips with mushy peas for Mandy, fish and chips with garden peas for me.
Good evening. Well, this is fish and chips from Cairn Lodge, and in all fairness, the batter is lovely and crispy. Fish, white, and it tastes beautiful.
Chips are good, but they didn't have any vinegar. Well, that was a down. And the peas, garden peas are nice, but I would have liked mushy peas. So they get marked down on that. But overall, everything tastes really, really nice. So, thank you. Oh, and you get tartar sauce with it too, look. So, cheers.
Cheers. Well, we had a really good night and a good night's sleep here at Cairn Lodge. And at 5:30 this morning, or thereabouts, I went over to have a shower. Over there, they have showers. When I got there, it was all locked up, all closed. And when I got back, Mandy said, well, they don't open till 7 o'clock. I don't know why she didn't tell me. Anyway, we had that good breakfast, and now it's about, I think, what time is it? 9:15. Mandy's gone across to dump the rubbish, and then we're heading on the way again. And we're going to go to somewhere that I used to own, alongside the river. Yeah, there's the sign. We're going to go to the David Livingstone Centre. And for those of you that are not aware, David Livingstone was the explorer who spent a lot of time in Africa. And he was born down here at what was Blantyre Mill. And the old mill buildings I bought as a depot many years ago, and I sold it to an architect, and he apparently has built some apartment blocks down here, so we're going to go and have a look.
I don't know where I'm going now.
Right, go straight down the hill. There's the David Livingstone Centre over there, and my depot was down here. Oh, they've kept the gates. They've kept the gates. These gates here, drive in. Those gates there I had made and built, and there's the old. These are the new apartment blocks. Just park anywhere you can for the moment, let me. Oh, that was the old mill building there. That's how it looked in 1904, but by the time I bought it, it was really derelict, like that. The River Clyde is just down the bottom there, and I had about 1/4 mile of river frontage. There's the river. I say I had about 1/4 mile of river frontage with all the fishing rights. And the people that had the mill before me, they used to mill wood chips into fine powder, which was sold mainly to the linoleum industry for making floor coverings. But unfortunately, somebody decided that you could use wood chippings for making boards, and they bought all the good stuff up, which meant there wasn't enough to make it worthwhile, so they went out of business. And that building there, which is now a dwelling house, used to be the wages office for the mill. Now this footbridge was rebuilt some years ago because the old one was wobbling like mad. And this is just upstream from the mill, which is down there. And that building there is actually a hydroelectric power station, and it used to be a mill, it used to be a turbine that provided power for the mill, but somebody bought it and they converted it using a French system, which actually lifts the water out of the upper level of the river above the weir and siphons it, so you get an extra drop of about 3 meters, and it now produces a heck of a lot more power. And there's the weir with the salmon ladder alongside it, alongside the power station. We'll just go and take a quick look at where David Livingstone was born, and according to this step here, there's a sign here, there's only 28 steps to go up. So up there, I think I can manage that. Well, this is the building where he was born, and those round towers there, those 2 round towers, actually they're spiral staircases. It's quite typical of this part of Scotland. And you can see there that Blantyre Mill used to be a cotton mill, and it was he was born here in 1813 and travelled to southern Africa as a missionary. Yep, Gwendolyn's on the jack, because as we left the Livingston Centre, the power steering was extremely heavy. Well, there was no power steering, and I checked and the reservoir was empty. So I bought some more fluid, poured it in, and within a couple of miles it all gone again. So we came to this garage, and one of the young mechanics got underneath, had a look, and apparently one of the pipes was very close to the engine and had been rubbing on it and had worn through. So he said he can't get another pipe, maybe for a couple of days, but he's going to try and fix it with a piece of rubber hose and put that over where it's worn through, and then tubely clip it down, so it might keep us going. I'm hoping so. Sorry, what's your name?
Stephen.
Stephen. Stephen's cutting the piece of rubber tube at the moment, which he's going to try and clamp over the damaged bit. There we go. But it was a bit awkward to get at it, so he took the wheel off and removed one of the undercovers, and then he could get at it properly. Well, I've got to say, he was absolutely brilliant. It took him about half an hour, and we were back on the road again. Wonderful. Well, the name of the company was HBR, and they're based in Dumbarton, and I can highly recommend them. They were extremely helpful, very friendly, and I'm very, very grateful to them. Unfortunately, the fix was about 90% successful. But I had to be careful not to put full lock on and not to move the wheel whilst it's stationary. But anyway, we headed to Oban, and all the garages there were busy for 2 to 3 weeks. But the following day I managed to get some more fluid, and that's the way we're going to carry on. Just be careful and top it up when necessary.
And there's Oban Bay. Looks nice and peaceful at the minute. I hope that sea stays just as calm for Friday.
Oh, tonight we're on a campsite just outside Oban, and it's not the most ideal places. We're leaning over quite a lot, in spite of the fact that I've used a leveller, but we have got decent views. We look down over the sound, and it's quite nice over there, and where that ferry's going at the moment. You see the ferry? There's the ferry, and I've sailed up that water with Norsella. Up the way there, and round the corner there is Oban. To end what's been a slightly stressful day, we've got 2 drinks here. The gin and tonic for Mandy.
Cheers.
And a vodka mac with loads of ice for me. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning. We're in the queue for the Oban to Castlebay on Bara ferry, and it's a day earlier because we arrived in Oban sooner than we thought we would due to a power steering issue, which we think we've solved, but we're not quite certain. But so far, Gwendolyn seems to be managing. And I just rang Calmac and thought, well, we don't really want to be hanging around Oban. It's busy, it's overcrowded, there's not really an awful lot more that we want to do here. So they were very kind and changed the booking for today. So at 1:10 this afternoon, we're setting sail for our first island, Bara.
So how long are we going to be stuck in this queue then?
We're going to be in the queue for quite a while because the last check-in is at 12:25, and it's
now 11:15.
Yeah, it's now 11:15. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We can make ourselves a cup of tea and have a snack or whatever, and just get the things ready. We'll need to put a few bits and pieces in the rucksack for Tilly and Luna, but apart from that, there's nothing to do. We can chill out, read. I can maybe crochet a couple of squares ready for my blanket. I don't know.
And then we'll be setting out across there.
It looks nice and calm at the minute, but I just looked at the weather and the wind for Castlebay, and it was coming in at 20 to 23 miles per hour, which doesn't sound very fast, but
Force 5. Force 5.5.
I don't know. It might be. It's more like 7 to me. That is. As long as there's not a crosswind, I'm not bothered. And as long as they get the stabilisers out, we'll be fine.
Oh, okay, right. Right, well, let's look forward to that then. Back to sea.
Well, here comes our ferry, and that marks the end of part 1 of our incredible adventure. Come back for part 2 when we go to Bara, and that will be the first of several islands that we're exploring. See you soon.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.